What's up, guys? It's your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this Friday. And I'm super excited, guys, as we have one hell of a show for you guys today. And we're also going to be showing a clip from no other than Dr. Stevenson. Some of the stuff she was talking about is on point, and we're going to be covering that and much more. I look up, and who do I see? Only the most amazing family on planet Earth, EARF, hanging out with me. Shouts out to DCA Crypto Dave in the house. We got Silver Days, XRP. Charts Can't Lie. What's up, Marvin Davis? That's my dude right there, Marvin. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Market cap. What's up, Ness Fords? That's my dog. Hell to the yeah. to the hell, to the yeah. I love it. That's my dog right there. Appreciate it. Beekeeper69, Ness Fords bringing a smile to my face this morning. Okay, market cap, guys, $3.2 trillion. Bitcoin tripping like it always does. When it dips, we dip just like that. 94,970, flirting with that 95,000 mark. Ethereum right now at 32.77. BNB 931. XRP right now at 205, guys. Down just a tad bit, huh, Paquito? Let me stop. Solana right now 143 and some change, guys. We got TRX at 30 cents. Dogecoin coming in at 13 cents. ADA 38 cents. BCH, anybody talking about it? Doesn't matter. It's at $5.99.97. Sound like a special at Walmart. Number 11 on CoinMarketCap. If you actually take out the stable coins, it's actually number 9 instead of number 11. We got Chainlink coming in at number, what did that make it? Number 11 spot, 1360. We got XLM right now at 22 cents. Zcash doing its thing. ZEC, Z-E-C, 411. SUI right now 176. AVAX coming in at 1344. LTC 74.17. HBAR doing the thing at 11 cents. Shiba 5 zeros and 8, huh? Cinco zeros and ochos. Like 6A, how come you always speak Espanol when dealing with El Shibo? Well, hey, the reason being is because Shiba made me a whole lot of damn money. That's why. Huh? I'm bilingual in Shiba. Let me stop it. Toncoin right now is at 170. Crow, if you didn't know it, 10 cents. We got Polkadot at 210. So undervalued, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Uniswap right now, 524. We got Aave at 172.95. Pepe coming right now, coming in at number 37 on CoinMarketCap. Think about all the crazy, amazing assets out there. And Pepe is number 37 at 5 zeros and a 5. You got any? I don't. Doesn't matter. OKB right now, 114. We got ICP right now at 411. Near, let's make it clear, at 169. Astra doing this thing at 70 cents. Down, but up, but down. You get it. Matic right now is at 14 cents. By the way, guys, if you're catching this on a repeat or you're watching it live, my name is James, a.k.a. 68J. Been in crypto since 2017, documenting my journey in the evolution of money. Nothing we talk about in this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice, for I am not, no comprende, a financial advisor. You damn straight. There's that Espanol again. Espanol. X Lloyd in the house. What's up, my brother? X Lloyd. Huh? Good to see you, my brother. DCA Crypto Dave. I see you. Huh? That's my family in there. Okay, guys, let's keep it going. We got, let's see, what do we got? Our shouts out to RLUSD. Huh? With that over, what is it? Over 1.3 billion. Is that where it's at? Hell yeah. Market cap. New kid on the block. Ondo right now, 37 cents. We got Render at 221. Algo at 12 cents. Filecoin, 149. Trump coin still down $70, huh? From its all-time high. Just saying, is it going to get back there again? I don't know. VChain right now, 1 cent. We got Flare. Don't you dare sleep on Flare at 1 cent. QNT, 73.52. We got XDC at 4 cents. Cake, 206. Jupiter coming in at 22 cents. STX, like the song we play here each and every day by my man, Pots and Pans, the one and only, my homie. Let me stop. I'm trying to rap. Crypto Tales, huh? Stack it up. Play here each and every day. It's coming. XTZ to OG in the space is 60 cents. Optimism, 33 cents. We've got CRV right now, 42 cents. CHZ, which is Chiles, at 5 cents. I don't know why I said it that way. INJ right now, 516, guys. We've got, let's see, what else we got up in here? Geez, coming at number 100 is 00, like double Dragon Ball Z or something. Let me stop. 13 cents. Let's keep it going. Shouts out to Real Canal Life. I see you, my brother. Appreciate you guys in a major way. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Guys, we are currently live. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And sometimes we'll come back on the weekends like this Saturday. I'm actually go live again since I missed some days this week. So, you know, hey, we'll see how that works out. Uh-oh, Tiffany and Gabe Serranos, two of my favorite couple, one of my favorite couples in all of crypto on planet Earth. EARF, you damn straight. We are live on X, live on YouTube, and so live on X, live on YouTube, and live on IMUTV. Shuts out to the most amazing app you can get on Roku TV. IMUTV, now Rob, and you can also now get it on the Android store. With the Google Play Store. You can download it, see it live. And if you have a Roku TV, you can download the app, Fire Stick TV, and coming to Apple TV soon. So shouts out to the IMU TV Familia. There goes that Spanish again. You want to know how to speak Espanol? More than poquito? Because I got my damn coffee, my liquid crack right here. Let me stop. Ooh, my wife, love her. All right, let's keep it going. Dare to be different. Dare to be different, like this little phoenix on the screen. Being like everyone else and doing what everyone else. I meant, okay, so I got to look. Sometimes I got to pre-prove myself. Being like everyone else and doing what everyone else does won't always get you there. That's what I meant. So, you guys get it. Like 6'8" doesn't proofread nothing. Brian Moss in the house. Me familiar. What's up, family? You damn straight, huh? Got those fingers crossed. Now, you about to get rich, bro. Just saying. Okay, love is how you treat someone, not just how you feel about them. I agree with that. Get a lot of people say, I love you. That's about all you get, those words. Let me stop. Our day is coming soon. Our day is, can you guys imagine one day you wake up? That looks like that'd be a dope Ripple corporate office. Would you guys, it's like, can you imagine? That damn thing hit to like $100. Everybody going to visit that. Everybody wants to tour at Ripple's corporate office. I know for sure they got one in San Francisco because I actually went there. They wouldn't let me in. I'm gonna have to find that video, guys. I couldn't find it the other day when I was looking for it. It's like a short or something. I was like, hey guys, was it a short? Was it a, let's see, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I ought to put that on a short. I think I ought to put that on a video. And they, the security wouldn't let me in. See, that was at least, let's see, that was during the time. Okay, so that'd be so cool if I could find that damn video. I know I was walking around. I don't know why I thought it would be a. I was like, I'm here to see BG. They was like, who are you? I'm like, I'm 6'8". What you talking about? They're like, is he expecting you? I'm like, he better. Much money I don't put in that damn extra. Oh, Lord. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I went up there like I was crazy. That security, and it was a sister, too. And she looked, I remember her picking up the phone. God dang, what was that? I know it was, oh, God, it was years ago. Yeah, it's longer than, wait a minute. You telling me 3 years ago, it had to be at least, 3 years ago, I bet. At least. How the hell did I misplace that video? I know it's here. It's probably, maybe it's a short. But it would have been 3 years ago, so good Lord, how am I going to find that? But I walked up. I kind of want to show you guys that, though. I walked up like I was the man. I was like, hey, tell them I'm here. And she's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm 6'8". Are they expecting you? I was like, you damn straight. Let me stop. YouTube, okay, we'll create YouTube game. Where's that damn video at? Crypto, that's not it. I walked up there like I was on some boss stuff. She called upstairs, and they're like, we don't see him on the list. I had her into a little bit of a debate for a while. Crypto, join Lakers. No, that's not it. Damn it, where's that damn thing? This is, god dang, look how old this is, bro. This is, this video was years ago. This is me and my wife were rocking it. I'll probably get banned for this if I put it. I can't even put it on there because it's got the music, I'm sure. Let me see. What's up, guys? Yeah, that was when we were in Hawaii. That was years ago. We were in Hawaii, rolling the Tesla around Hawaii. That's funny as hell, bro. All right, forget it. One of these days I'm going to have to find that video and queue it up and have it ready because I can never find it when I'm live. Oh, well. Let's move on. Okay. Uh-oh, my sister-in-law in the house. Huh? Come on now, me familiar. You damn straight. Especial. How you say I'm not going to try to let y'all. I'm not going to let y'all see how bilingual I am in Spanish. Just my sister's here. Greatest sister-in-law on planet Earth. EARF. You damn straight. Okay, don't tell them. Show them. Oh, by the way, to my sister-in-law, guess who I got here rocking with Uncle James every day? Yeah. Yeah. Uncle James, he watches over Uncle James every day. And I look down every time I drink too much coffee. I look down at my little picture with me and my nephew, Elias. He loved him some Uncle James, too. He came on my show, by the way, with Trey Nubbs. And he would always tune in, and a.k.a. One Arm Gamer. And so I keep his picture right by Uncle James each and every day. He watches over Uncle James. And every now and then when I get crazy, like when I drink too much coffee, I look down, and I swear I look at the picture, and he's like, Uncle James, stop. I'm like, okay, my bad, nephew. All right, let's keep it. So he rocks with me every day. Part of the show now. Shouts out to my sister-in-law. Okay, here we go. And the Garcia family. And Laz and Paul. That's my brother-in-law. We're going to see them in, like, okay, I got to do some math here. 6 plus carry the 1. Let me stop. We're flying out there like in 8 days or something, 7 days. Okay, go watch my other nephew play some basketball. You know, Uncle James loves basketball. Okay, don't show him, tell him. That's a fact. Brad Garlinghouse on the Clarity Act. Brad Garlinghouse speaking facts. Now, I know this is, I kind of listen to Brad. He's like, basically what he said, clarity is always better than chaos. And I get that. I agree with that. The bill isn't perfect, but it's way better than nothing. I have to agree with that. It's better to get something than nothing, but, you know, and maybe they can work. I just don't know if they can go back and amend things with that whole little, you can't earn yield on your stay. I don't know if people are going to like that too much, you know. We need to keep working constructively with Washington. Oh, good. Push forward. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. Let's see what Brad had to say.
Clarity is always better than chaos, and the industry needs clarity. Perfection, I think, in my experience, is the market structure bill that's pending in the banking committee, is it perfect? No, certainly not. But is it better than nothing? Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think we need to continue to work constructively with Washington to get and continue to iterate what is already sitting in front of the banking committee to make it better. Okay. But we shouldn't give up now. We are so close.
I got to agree with Brad on that. I mean, you got to think about it, and I feel it, man. Like, I get it with Coinbase. You know, Brian, I'm walking. I don't want nothing to do with it. We're walking away. The bill's no good. And I mean, I get it. But, you know, we've seen you walk away from other things. Like when the SEC came out to XRP, you walked your butt away and, you know, took us off the exchange. But Brad's like, look, man, we done been through some stuff. We don't fought some battles. We done gone through some things. We fought Ripple fought the SEC for damn near 5 years. You know, you include all the pills and BS. Yeah, damn near 5 years, like 4 years, 8 months, 9 months, and won. You know, 6-0. So, you know, Brad's like, look, man, we don't want to get into let's move forward, okay? We don't waited all those damn, and I get it because it's, you know, it's more advantageous to move forward than it is to be, you know, because they could really pause this thing for some time. They really could. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with that on that. There's always chaos before the storm. I do agree with that. What? Okay, here they go again with the BS stolen and manipulative lies. The BS stolen and manipulative lies. Yeah, I agree with that. So let's check this out. Breaking, House Democrats just blasted SEC Chair Paul Atkins, in a scathing January 15, 2026 letter accusing the SEC of dropping 12 plus major crypto cases, including Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, and Ripple. Okay, here's where I got a problem with this. I'm going to keep on reading. Hold on. Since 2025, amid massive Trump donations and pay-to-play concerns. Okay. They demand action on Justin Sun case. See, this is what pisses me off. Okay? Okay, this is what kind of pisses me off. No, it doesn't kind of, it pisses me off big time. Now, you got to obviously open this up and read it. And I'm not going to read through this because I already got a lot to talk about. Okay, so it said, Dear Chairman Atkins, we write to express my deep concern. What the F? Who wrote this? We write to express my deep concern. Wouldn't that be, we write to express our deep concern? Now, I know I don't proofread my stuff. Maybe the coffee got me to catch that, but that don't make no damn sense. Okay, we write to express, I think they meant our deep concern regarding the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC's dramatic retrenchment from its responsibility to investigate and prosecute cases involving crypto asset security. See, here, this has pissed me off. Okay, so involving crypto asset security, we won our case. And our case wasn't dismissed. We went through they spent like $150 million in like almost 5 years and then had to pay a settlement. Our case was done legally. We won. We went through the process. It wasn't easy. A lot of money was spent. They're trying to compare our case to cases like Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. What was the other one they set up here? What was the other one they said? Coinbase, Kraken. And Justin Sun, or you're gonna now. Your next thing is what they dismissed the case for to a girl. You know the way that she scammed that damn rug pull she did, or with what's the other one? The dude that was walking around with all the Gucci and stuff. What's our boy's name? What's up, Samson of L.A.? Z Gold score 10. Everyone okay? Calm down. Hell no, I'm on that coffee, baby. Hit something Hart, Richard Hart or something Hart, the dude from Hex, right? Who was had a lawsuit. The SEC was going after them with a lot of questionable things that he was doing, and all that stuff got. Now I do agree. I can understand them saying this whole paper because there's a lot of stuff don't make no sense to me. I don't know, I don't think it's fair, but I do want things to move forward. But I don't think it's fair that Ripple had to go through 4 years, 4.8 years, 4.9, almost 5 years of a horrific lawsuit that cost them billions, right? In partnerships and deals and things that they could have been doing, and just a huge setback, right? But again, we can also look at it as a great blessing for those of us who are now, who have positioned themselves accordingly. But you can't dismiss the fact that it was a horrific, corrupted, huckster, fraudster, trickster, lying. They got caught lying by NetBurn. I mean, bro, Ripple paid the price. Ripple went through the whole process, the entire process. Everybody else got it. Just makes me mad that they put "and Ripple" with an exclamation mark. Man, y'all can kiss my ass. Assets. Stop it. Assets. I didn't say that. Assets. Good Lord. They can kiss my assets. Let me stop. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, I can see if you put Coinbase, you can put other people up in there and then throw in like Hex and Haktua, but don't put Ripple in there. That kind of irritates. I'm not even going to read it because it's just going to piss me off. I'm going to move forward with that one. But this kind of shows you how the Democrats, that's what they do. They're trying to bring up, they know that Ripple won that fair and square. XRP has legal clarity based off of what Judge Annalisa Torres ruled on July 13th, 2023, or something like July 23rd, something like that, 2023. I had that date embedded in my mind for a while. Been a while now. But yeah, that's kind of jacked. They're going to throw Ripple on that whole business. It pisses me off. Let me see what's on here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. I didn't even see this from 24 Hours Crypto. Important correction here. Damn straight. I didn't see this. He said the SEC didn't drop the Ripple case. They brought it, lost key rulings, and were exposed for regulatory overreach and lying like a son of a gun, and facts were established. You don't get to lose in court and then frame it as pay to play. Facts. That's for everybody else. You can say pay to play. And I agree with some of that. What is wrong with these people? This is the law not supporting the SEC's claims against Ripple. This was the law. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. These people are crazy. Wait, what does it say down here? I should read some of this stuff. Yeah, also Richard Hart won his case. Effing epic. Yeah, not one. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. He didn't win nothing. He won his case. They're buying Gucci bags with people money. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me stop. Let's stop. I'm going to irritate somebody like, I got it. Don't be talking about it. Okay. So much love to you. Oh, yeah, Tiffany Serranos. Yeah, we got some amazing family here. Hello up there. Yeah. Appreciate it. We got the greatest family ever, sis. You already know. Let's see what he said. It says, in times of uncertainty surrounding the Clarity Act, it is a good time to remember that XRP already enjoys regulatory clarity. Come on now, and can begin to be used at any time without relying on the Clarity Act. You damn straight. They want XRP to have an advantage. They wanted XRP to have an advantage as a likely emergency settlement rail. Okay. Things make you go, let's see here. Altcoin Daily says, I have dedicated my life to crypto. I said, yeah, not me. I mean, I get it what he's saying, but I've dedicated my life to my family. Therefore, dedicating my life to winning, crypto is just a vehicle to get us there. That's a fact. Dedicate my life to crypto. Hell no. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not, dedicated to learning, but dedicating myself to my family and winning. And crypto is the doggone vehicle. It shouldn't be looked at any different. I love crypto. I got a tattoo to my butt. People go too far. All right, here we go. Markets Upbit supports XRP as South Korea's most traded digital asset in 2025 with over 1 trillion in volume processed on the exchange. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Jose's in the house. What's up, my brother? Happy Friday, Crypto for Life 6-8 and Chicago Coin family. You damn straight. Much love to you, my brother. If you think you can get rich from crypto, man, you're right. If you think you can it's that simple. If you think you can get rich, you're right. And if you think you can't get rich from crypto, you're also right. That's a damn fact. Okay, this is our time. XRP, XRPL, RLUSD. I agree with that. Can you make it in crypto? Absolutely. Will you make it in crypto? That's on you. And that's a fact. We got some things we're going to be showing from Dr. Camilla Stevenson here in a little bit. Japan knows. It says XRP chairman. No, it says XRP update here. The chairman of SBI Holdings, Yoshikita, is that how you say it? Yoshikita Kitayo, or Kito, if that's how you say it. All right, man, come on now, has confirmed that banks will begin adopting XRP for international payments this year, in line with the announcement of XRP incentives for SBI shareholders. Guys, look, this is a big deal. What? Japan loves them some XRP. Okay, let's see who. I said, God dang it. It says, come on, bro, what the hell is wrong with this? Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto is now the world's 12th wealthiest individual. Bitcoin Satoshi Nakamoto, who the hell? And I said, who the hell is Satoshi Nakamoto? How could you be the wealthiest person? What if it's like an agency? Wealthiest agency? Wealthiest group? Wealthiest dude? I mean, come on now. I think they do know who it is. They're just not saying. The bill that puts the market on edge. The Clarity Act could decide who wins and who loses in crypto, tilting the balance towards banks over DeFi. And I think this is where Brian Armstrong, obviously has a different opinion and felt strongly to say, but Brad said, hey, let's get what we can take and move forward from there. Here's what the draft and why. Here's what's in the draft and why the industry leaders are raising alarms. So if you guys are interested in this, guys, there's a link right here you can click in and actually read the actual. Okay, I don't like all this. Cancel. No, I don't like all this. Ain't nobody going there. Boop. Okay, but you guys could click to that, and I guess it's on their Telegram or something. Okay, Bird comes out and says, I think I speak for every single XRP holder when I say this. We are tired, boss. I said tired, but locked in, boss. You damn straight. Who the boss? You the boss. Okay, crypto can get you rich today because of what you did yesterday. I do agree with that. Crypto can make you broke today because of what you did yesterday. Damn, that's a fact. Woo! When I'm like, look, come on, man. Huh? That's such a true statement. Crypto can get you rich today because of what you did yesterday. I know that. I'm living that. I understand that. I see a lot of other people who've done that. But crypto can actually make you go broke today because of what you did yesterday. And I know people who've done that. And it's heart-wrenching. And it breaks my heart because I don't say it. Guys, every time I mention that or I mention the things that I've covered on this show, you guys can go to our Crypto for Life page and go through some of the older videos where I gave, examples of people like ruining their lives, just leveraging and just crazy stuff, man. Even when I was trying to tell them as a friend not to do that. And now they don't watch the show, which is why, and I never bring up names. I always bring up initials, which is DANG. And there's a couple other videos that I gave examples. And the reason I do it is not, 68, why you always say that? Because it's real and because I don't want for the life of me anybody else to have something like that happen. There's a certain, I can't even explain the feeling when you have grown people calling you crying because they lost everything, the home, marriage, going to do backdoor things that their spouses didn't know about to try to get back and then lose that as well. So I'm just telling you guys, yeah. Crypto can, it can get you there. It can also, okay, so it's the choices and risk. No risk, no reward, but you got to be smart, man. You got to be smart. No over leveraging yourself. And that's kind of the topic. Can you get rich in crypto? Absolutely, freaking. It's funny because you can make this journey really hard by being greedy, being impatient, being emotional. And when I learned, and I'm not going to say, I'm just going to keep it what it is. I would say that I probably went through, a lot of that, right? In the beginning, very emotional. Greed is when you're waiting for more to happen instead of having to take profit. I'm gonna just wait for it all. I ain't gonna take no profit. I'm just wait until it gets to $1,000 or whatever that number is in your head. And you got to be smart in that, man, because the only thing that can wreck you is, in my opinion, not having a plan. I had to learn the hard way. I told you guys before, my initial investment in crypto in 2017, I lost it all, every freaking dime of it. Well, yeah. That's not true. I lost the majority of it and then pulled out thinking it was going to continue to crash just to watch it go back up. So, and then come back down. So, you live and learn, man. That's how you get there. You live, you learn, and all the things that you go through are lessons, and that is a fact. Okay. Don't devalue your legendary moves. Don't devalue your guys. Look, you guys, if you're here if you got some of these assets, XLM, XTC, HBAR, Algo, XRP, whatever it is, right? I'm not, and those are not coins, that I'm calling, oh, those are the ones to get. I'm just telling you that if you position yourself and beyond a shadow of a doubt, based off your own due diligence, not based off what, this guy said or that lady said, but based off of your own research. Now you could take things like, I'm about to show some stuff here from Dr. Stevenson because she's to me, she's one of my, she's like Lewis Jackson, some of those guys. Well, yeah, kind of like that in the sense that she brings a different perspective from like she talks a lot about the fundamentals. She talks about it's no hype. It's not. Who the hell is that? I got a message from. Okay. Zigo scored 10, same as sports betting. Addicted MJ baby. The art of catching. What do you think about the OG Sui meme? Yeah. Okay. I lost my train of thought right now, but yeah. So I think because of where I'm at, I like hearing the fundamentals. Dr. Stevens is somebody you should definitely connect with. I told you guys, Lewis Jackson's another person who puts a lot of things in perspective, very bullish on XRP, as is Dr. Stevenson, but she comes from a very non-biased place and just keeps it a buck. So we're going to play something here in a little bit. Okay, XRP signals bottom per Bollinger Bands. Now what? The standard. If you go in here, guys, there's actually, we're going to try to keep this on point, but there's, because I want to stay on topic. There's some great points here. I just put what you need to know. I'm not going to read all this, but it says XRP has experienced a slight price pullback, but technical indicators suggest potential stabilization and a possible move upward. Institutional inflows into XRP products remain strong, indicating continued interest despite broader market uncertainty. A surge in trading volume and positive market sentiment could act as a catalyst for XRP to overcome current resistant levels. Why am I getting messages, bro? Why do people message me when I'm... What? Oh my God, bro, I hate that. You ever shop for, like, that's a mistake. I was trying to price shop, because we have insurance companies in California for our vehicles in California, and which we do State Farm, and then our vehicles in Vegas, which we do. Well, I'm not going to talk about our agencies, but you go on the internet and you just start looking at the best prices for the new vehicle, and that's the worst thing to do, man. I don't know how these, like, they'll have you fill out this thing, and then they obviously blast your information out. Dude, I get so many texts and messages, like, people know you, like, hey, I'm here to help you with your, no, I've been getting like probably 20 calls a day and messages. It's horrible. I got to figure out how to get that off my damn phone. Okay, so if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys click this link and check that out. I'm not going to get too much into it because I really want to stay on point here as far as time wise. I think XRP can do better than that, but it depends on what they want. And this came from Arthur. He says, I just analyze again and again. In my opinion, XRP to $10 this year is inevitable. Yeah, and I said I think it's going to do better than that. But yeah, I think it's going to do better than that. Then he came back and said, some stuff. But I really do believe it'll do better than $10 this year. And that's not financial advice. I really do. I'm hoping it does $10 before the damn event, before the damn the XRP event. We're in January, February, March, April. So what, 3 months? Yeah, about 3 months, a little over 3 months, 3.5 months. Can we get 10? Can we get 5? Just saying. XRP, is XRP set up for something big? Cassie Trades put this out. It says XRP setting up for the C wave push. XRP's B wave went a bit deeper, forming an ABC instead of a tight consolidation, which pushed price into the 0.618 retracement around $2.09, and that is still completely valid for a B wave. She says she's expecting the C wave up to play out next to complete this larger wave 2. The primary target remains the golden retracement at $2.26, with a possibility of a slight overshoot into $2.28 golden pocket, where the 1.236 extension lines up. This C wave could or should break into 5 waves and feel bullish. I'll be watching the rejection and some ways for confirmation, or she will from that high. She says she is a sharp rejection and the start of a larger wave 3 down, which continues to the target of $1.65 macro support. Wow, this final C wave should confirm, and you know, a lot of this is based off of you know, TA, and you know, more often than right, TA is on point. But I know Cassie and the other young lady, I think it's Tara Trey, they do Tara or something like that. They do very good jobs as far as their TA. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go support both of them. Something big is coming. Paul Barron puts this out. It says, huge move. Interactive Brokers adds RLUSD support for 24/7 account funding. The three things that he brought up was instant liquidity. Traders can now fund brokerage accounts in minutes via Ripple stablecoins, bypassing slow bank wires. The Ripple network effect. As RLUSD gains traction on major platforms, the underlying XRP becomes the go-to rails for global finance. And number 3, regulatory green light. It says IBKR is a highly regulated titan. Their adoption of Ripple's assets is a massive stamp for approval for the entire ecosystem. Is XRP the next logic step for full integration? This momentum is undeniable. Shouts out to Paul Barron doing a phenomenal job on the show and has some of the greatest interviews, man. I really do appreciate what he's doing for the community. Okay, so shouts out to Maya and Chris. It's funny, we got out of shouts out to my mother-in-law in the house. Janet Lopez in the house. That's my mother-in-law. I was trying to look for a Spanish word. I couldn't figure it out. Big Bro 10, my New York sister in the house, ex-Lloyd. Now, guys, I will say this. What was I thinking? Oh, it's funny because me and my wife went to go watch this movie last night. What was that damn movie we watched? Oh, the 28 Days or something like that. I don't know if I really enjoy that series. You know, it's like the first one that was it like 28 Nights. The very first one was dope. But the second and third one, I don't know. It was all right. But anyway, we were in that movie, and while we're in the movie, I got a call. It's like 11 something at night from Maya with Fruition Productions. And so when we got out of the movie, it's probably like 11:30, 11:45, 11:40, something like that. I called her back. So they've got some. I'm gonna read through this. They've got they obviously did money distributed. And they have some really big names in there, like Robert Kiyosaki. I think it was like Grant Cardone or either Gary Cardone. They got some really big names in this documentary. It says streaming launch announcement. Money distributed streams February 19th. The story behind Money, Power, and Control is finally coming to the screens. What I understood is they really put a lot of time, a lot of effort. I mean, this is like their masterpiece. Of what from what they've done and who they have involved, really big names. I know there's some people from the crypto community that's also involved in it, or that they have in it, like Jake, like Zach, and others. It says no payment process until launch day. Pre-orders, okay. North American screening tour announcement drops this Saturday. Be the first to see it and meet some of the cast and creators of the film in person. Now, it says behind every dollar is a lie. Stay tuned. Man, that's a fact. Behind every dollar is a lie. They got some of the names right here. So produced by Chris Dodge and Maya, which is his wife. They got Robert Kiyosaki, Edward Griffin, Ron Paul, Lawrence Leopard, John Deaton. Okay, Gary Cardone. I was right. Coach JV, Jay Claver, Linda P. Jones, Jimmy Vallis. Some of my buddies in here. Okay, Zach Rector, Andy Schmidtman, if that's how you say it, Rob Cunningham, okay, Lynette Zhang, David McIntosh, Molly Elmore, okay, Samuel Arms, and Joshua Jake. So we talked last night, and so she called me while we were in the movies. We called her back, and I think we're going to be trying to set up an interview on our platform, much like we've done before. We've had them on a while back, like when they had the VTHO Capital, what's it called, XRP's evaluation. They came on my show for both of those. I'm really excited. So we talked about, setting up a show with maybe, some of those key names like Kiyosaki, like, so she's going to see what she can put together. But we talked about it. We had some conversations about crypto, about, just things that have happened here recently, just a lot of things. We had a real cool conversation. Her, myself, and my wife, and so it was really cool. But so we're gonna see what we can do to maybe put together something. Maybe sooner than later because I know the launch is going to be coming out next month, and then I think they're going to be doing like screenings around the country. So look out for something like that coming soon. She's supposed to let me know more about it. Okay. Bullet Bird, what up, Crypto for Life family? What's up, my brother? Rosie, the dog one. What's up, Nest Force? In the house. What's up, Rosie? In the house. Huh? Who else, man? I miss anybody? I think we got it right. My mother-in-law, greatest mother-in-law on planet Earth, EARF. Okay, let's do it. Austin, if XRP wasn't a threat, it wouldn't be hated. Wow. Funny how that works. That part. I do agree with that. If it wasn't a threat. And speaking of that, speaking of the threat, because I know I got some stuff in here about. Let's talk about that. And we'll get into these, 40 minutes. Yeah. And I think Dr. Stevenson's video is like 5. So I want you guys to hear this before we get into some other things here. Trying to get bullish on BCH, Bitcoin Cash. Okay, let's check this out. And this just correlates very much with what he's saying. If XRP wasn't a threat, it wouldn't be hated. But she brings up some really good points in regards to, and we've talked about this before, how these things take time. This is not a, I'm going to let her tell it because I don't want to drag it out longer than it is. She does a phenomenal job, which is why I bring up videos like this so I don't have to go back and try to give you 10% of what she says. You'll get it in the first 5 minutes here. What's up, Bullish Bird? Mel Wills in the house. Good to see you. Nest for us. Let's do it.
Hey, it's Camila Stevenson, and around here we talk wealth. And I want to talk about how systems move long before people realized that they've moved, and how I think a lot of this stuff that we're dealing with is planned. You got some people who wonder, how did this happen so fast? How did we get here already? Why does it feel like this was all of a sudden? I personally don't think a lot of this stuff was all of a sudden. Yeah. But when you start to ponder on the way infrastructure is built and how things are starting to unfold, if you slow down and you think about it, it almost is never all of a sudden. Right. I just don't see it that way. I feel like what usually happens is the capability existed long before the adoption did. The tools were already built. The frameworks were already there. The conversation already happened, just not publicly and not urgently. And so where we are with our infrastructure and all of the financial tension and even what I believe to be a global reset, I am not considering what solution comes next. I am considering what has to change for the solution that already exists to finally get used. Right. Because systems don't ignore good ideas by accident, they delay them on purpose.
Woo, that's a bar. That's a bar. Do you hear what she just said?
Solution comes next. I am considering what has to change for the solution that already exists to finally get used. Right. Because systems don't ignore good ideas by accident, they delay them on purpose. Now,
facts. Delay them on purpose. And that's why this makes all the sense in the world when you go back and you listen to, I'm going to give you this right here, but based on what she says, they delay them. Responses are delayed. Let me play this again. This will make a lot more sense when you hear what she just said. Right? This is why this right here makes all the sense in the world. Where's it at? Damn it, that's not what I meant to do. Listen to what she says. It's not that, oh, come on, bro. Are you serious right now? Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a little bit, okay, I'm not going to play it, but going back to that Larry Fink video with Charles Gasparino where it says, are you guys going to do an XRP ETF? Like they know what's going on. They know what's going on. More time.
Ideas by accident, they delay them on purpose. Yep. Now, let me say this. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy, hold, sell, what to expect. I'm just walking you through a pattern I've seen repeat across history, across markets, and across institutions, and why it explains so much of what feels confusing right now. Right. Manage your own expectations. This is for educational purposes. And as we go through this, if you've ever felt like things suddenly accelerated and you couldn't quite put your finger on it, let me know in the comments. What have you been noticing? I really want you to share in the community because I want to put these pieces of the puzzle together. And I know I don't always see everything that everybody sees. And so if we can share, understand, grow together, then we'll start being able to know how we can align ourselves to much success in this transition. Now, I do want to start with helping you to understand why systems wait longer than they should. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions people have about large systems is that they're slow because they're outdated or they're inefficient.
Boy, she about to drop some bars right now. I hope y'all paying attention. What's up, X Lloyd? What's up, Nest Force? 6'8" is too popular. Lots of love. Much love to you, my brother.
And that's not usually the reason. They're usually slow because stability is more valuable than improvement until it isn't. Big systems don't adopt new solutions the moment they become available. They adopt them when continuing the old way becomes riskier than changing.
Come, boy, she throwing bars. Did y'all hear that? Now, to some people, you may not get what she just said. I'm going to play it again. Listen to what she says. They know. They understand. Guys, what she said is so on point that they understand. They know what XRP can do, XRPL, what Ripple's putting in place. They see they see the same damn things we seeing. They knew it. They knew it when they filed the damn lawsuit. They're not ready. The banking cartel is trying to do everything they can to stop it, but they can't. It's happening.
It's slow because stability is more valuable than improvement until it isn't.
Stability is more valuable than improvement until it isn't. They'll wait for things to get horrible. Who else said that? Remember, Jake Claver brought up a very good point with this. So did, who else was it? Paul Barron. They both brought up Mickle when he was on Paul Barron. They'll wait for everything to get chaotic, and then boom. And if the Clarity Act doesn't come, who's already set up and ready? Who's already in place? Who has clarity already? Is it the X to the R to the P? She's cooking.
Big systems don't adopt new solutions the moment they become available. They
Nope.
adopt them when continuing the old way becomes riskier than changing.
Facts. They know XRP is a solution. They understand XRPL. They get it faster. Seconds, not days. They get it. But watch what she says next, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it until we have to.
And that line is a lot farther out than most people expect.
Facts.
As long as something still works, even if it's clunky, expensive, or inefficient, institutions will tolerate it.
Yep.
Friction is uncomfortable, but it is familiar, and familiarity carries its own kind of safety.
Thus, the mixed vibes you get from Swift. Well, and you see documentation where they test it, they understand what Ripple has in place with XRP, XRPL, but at the same time they don't have to say anything right now. Just like BlackRock doesn't have to admit he's doing what for our benefit. Not when they're going to continue to let the old choo-choo train run until it can't run. Come on, man. Come on, she's dropping bars.
Now, that's why you'll often see better tools sitting on the sideline for years at a time.
XRP, XRPL, better tools, huh? And there's others. There's other XLM, XDC, HYR. There's others. But ain't nobody like XRP sitting on the sidelines, huh? When you know you got a hit. I remember this in the music industry when there's an artist out and there's an artist that is actually better than that artist. They'll actually buy the rights to that artist and sign them just to shelf them so they can't jack up the momentum of the artist that's hot, but they're better than them. It's the same thing. They tried to shelf, which they did for almost 5 years, that whole lawsuit. Shelf XRP, shelf the technology. Come on, man. Dropping bars on this Friday.
Better tools.
Create a problem, create a solution, create a dot. Oh, y'all locked in.
Sitting on the sideline for years at a time.
Yep.
And it's not because nobody understands them, and it's not because they're untested, but it is because adopting them introduces new variables, new responsibilities.
Even the SEC had a damn ledger. God, they know what it does. They know. That's why they came after him. Rick from the start is real. Bars on Dr. Stevenson, bars.
And new forms of exposure. And from the perspective of a system that exists to manage risk, not changing can feel like a safer option.
And then remember this, guys, 'cause I'm going to keep on jumping in. Remember this when they say they're trying to get you out. Look, like they realize that most people don't get what she's saying. Most people, and even the hater, how come XRP, if it's all this, how come it didn't do this? How come, and I mean, that's all you hear. And she's telling you why it hasn't happened. She's telling you that it's going to happen. That, I mean, in certain contexts, and she did that and explained that very much so. But she's getting you guys to understand there's a game being played, and they realize most people won't make it through the game. They don't care. BlackRock doesn't need to say XRP. That's when Charles Gaspar, he says, I can't answer that. You don't want me to answer that. You don't want me to answer that. Like you don't want me to say what I can't say because I got deals with there's NDAs in place. The banking cartels, we got an agreement. The old rails that keep on chewing along. I don't need, you don't want me to say that right now. He said, yes, I do. Well, I can't. Well, I can't. Come on, man. What she's saying is, come on. If y'all don't get it, I'm just telling you guys. And it goes back to what my video that I did a while back with Edo Farina saying, most people aren't going to make it because they're going to get so frustrated with how long, not understanding what's getting ready to happen and the fact that they are kind of shelving this technology, even though even though they're trying to prolong it, and in many areas reject it with what they're trying to do with the clarity, just moving forward. But you can see how Ripple's continuously is almost like you're looking at it going, how is this not? Because everything Ripple's doing, all the acquisitions, all the partnerships, it speaks volumes to, oh my God, it's so obvious. But it's like she's saying, man, hey, we'll let this damn choo-choo run off the damn track before we put the locomotive up there. Come on now, bars.
Till the environment changes. Pressure has a way of making trade-offs visible. And so what once felt like manageable friction can start to look more like vulnerability. And what was tolerated as inefficiency begins to feel like a liability. And the same solution that was ignored for years can suddenly become necessary. And it has nothing to do with
it's like she said at the beginning, it's all planned. They know, hey, we got the answer. We got the solution. But can we kind of drag this out? Do we need to do it right now? I mean, the old system's working right now. We can still manipulate the industry and the markets right now. Liquidate all these loans, oh Lord, keep it dropping, sis.
It being the perfect option always, but just because the alternative has become more dangerous. That is when things appear to move quickly. And I say appear to move quickly. But what's really happening is a long delay finally giving way.
Come on.
This is why so many transitions feel abrupt from the outside. The groundwork was already there. The shift didn't come from invention. It came from constraint. And once you understand that dynamic, you can stop being surprised by how fast systems can pivot when they no longer have room to wait.
When they have no swift pivot, when you have no longer have room to wait. Swift. Come, guys, I'm telling you, think about what she says. Think about what's in place. Think about what's documented. Think about what's been said. Think about Brad Garland House. God dang it, where's that thing? 5% of was it 14% in 5 years? When you put all those pieces, I'm trying to tell you, put all those pieces together. Larry Fink can't say certain things. Banks won't acknowledge certain things. All these things that they try to, prolong, procrastinate, everything until they can't. Until they can't. Can we figure that on our own? Can we just do this? Can we do that? Until they can't. Then it gets implemented. Most people will not be around when that happens. There are certain things that are pumping up 5, 10. Everybody, oh my God, I'm getting the hell out of here before it goes back to $2 or $3. And all of a sudden, the flip has switched. The adoption happens. They can no longer deny it. And then you look at what your little, and I say this kindly, because I do think people should have a take profit strategy, as I do. I mean, not as I do, but like as I have one as well. But man, it's going to be one of those things where you look back and as you're counting your, and I'm not saying all, because I am a firm believer in taking profit. Percentages, right? 25, 25, $50 cost average in, 25, 25, $50 cost average out. Dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out. And when you dollar cost average out, doesn't mean you're going to go out there and, unless you can afford to go out there and buy a bunch of stuff, but some of that is dollar cost average out, and I've talked about this with the mindset of when the dip happens, dollar cost back. I mean, it's a whole game, guy, but I'm telling you, man, she is dropping bars. Shouts out to my beautiful queen, the one and only, Jeanette. What's up, Dave? Dave is from Las Vegas, huh? Yo, I made it. That's my dog. What's up, my man? Good to see you.
Now, there is a space between what's possible and what's allowed. So let me walk you through that, because something that really gets talked about is that gap between what can be done and what is actually permitted to happen.
Who permits? Who's going to permit all this stuff happening? You think Swift just makes it? We're going to bring in XRP. Come on now. Banking cartel calls the shots. They were behind Elizabeth Warren, behind Gary Gensler, behind why BlackRock won't say certain things, behind why Swift won't say certain. Come on, man. Come on, man. The old puppet master. That's what you're talking about.
Those two things are almost never aligned in real time. In most systems, capability shows up first. The technology exists. The infrastructure is functional. The logic makes sense.
Oh, it does. We all know it makes sense. XRP. We all know it makes sense. Ripple knows it makes sense. The world knows. Trump knows when he put XRP on Truth Social. It wasn't a damn coincidence. They know. BlackRock knew. Look at his face when he's talking to Charles Gasparino. He knew. Swift knows. They're not allowed to say. That's the difference.
On paper, the solution works, but adoption lags behind, sometimes for years. That delay is not accidental, it is structural. Large systems are governed by rules, habits, policies, and expectations that...
And banking cartels. See, that's what they got. That's what happens when you get a president in office you can't control. Like he said, build the wall. What he said was a little harsh. In certain contexts, what he said was on point, just how he said it. When he jumped down and put on Truth Social, because no one controlled that, XRP, Solana ADA, and then he got a call. Hello, this is President Trump. What's going on? You forgot to say Bitcoin or Ethereum. Oh, damn, did I? Why should I say them? Are they important? Yes, sir. You want to go back on there and add those two? Well, damn it. But XRP is going to fix everything. That's why I said it first. Damn it, huh? Something like that.
Don't change just because a better option appears. They change when the cost of staying the same becomes too high to justify. And that's when things get misunderstood.
Bars.
People assume that if something isn't being used, it must not be ready.
Woo, boy, she dropping bars right here. And that's the problem with that's the thing that none of us could understand with all these damn maxis. It ain't gonna do this. If it would have been, that would have been done it. Oh, they don't get it. They don't get it. Or they do, and they don't want to admit it.
It's too high to justify.
Come on now.
And that's when things get misunderstood. People assume that if something isn't being used, it must not be ready, or that if adoption hasn't happened, it means decision makers don't understand what's available.
No, they understand. Cartel, they get it. That's why we had Rick from the start. That's why we had all these things that happen. Oh, yeah, that's why they're prolonging everything. They know. They know. They know just as much as Brad Garlinghouse knows, just as much as President Trump knew. Just as much as Swift knows and BlackRock knows. Oh, they know, just like we know.
Most of the time, the opposite is true. They understand it perfectly. They just don't want the responsibility that comes with moving early. Early adoption carries risk. It creates...
Come on, man. Come on, man. Lock in, man. This is gonna get you to hold your damn hard water a little bit harder tonight when you go to sleep.
It's exposure. It forces decisions before everyone else is ready. So systems, they wait. They stay inside familiar boundaries. They lean on precedent.
Ooh, she dropping bars. Lock in. She's getting hotter right here. Come on now.
They let inefficiencies accumulate because inefficiency feels safer than uncertainty, at least for a while. But that gap between possibility and permission doesn't stay open forever. Pressure will narrow it. As conditions tighten, the cost of delay rises. What was once optional becomes urgent. What was once experimental becomes acceptable. And what was once avoided becomes unavoidable. That
becomes unavoidable.
That's when adoption finally happens.
I'm done. That's it. That's when adoption finally happens. Bars. If you guys want to go watch the rest of it, go do it. Dr. Stevenson dropping bars. I'm done. That's it. That's it. Listen to the whole thing, but that's it right there. She just broke that. Guys, when you listen to that, tell me you didn't hear Ripple. Tell me you didn't hear the lawsuit. Tell me you didn't hear Swift and why BlackRock won't say things and Swift won't say things and Trump posted what he did. They know. It's the solution. Come on now. At $2 funky. At $2 funky. Look where it's at. Huh? Dude, they're doing everything they can do. You think all this manipulation is not planned? It is planned. She said in the very beginning of her video, it's planned. This is all planned. It's a fact. It's a fact. And those who get it and those who can get through the storm and all the crap and all the shikaka. By the way, guys, make sure you guys go check out Shikaka. Oh, I got a segue into that one. Greatest family on planet Earth. You guys go check it out in our X page. Got a movie coming out. I'll give you guys some detail as it has to happen by February, from what I understand. Let's keep it going. All right. XRP. If XRP wasn't a threat, it wouldn't be hated. If XRP wasn't the solution, that's the way you should have put it. If XRP wasn't the solution, it wouldn't have had the damn lawsuit. Come on now, Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin family. XRP Army, you know that's a bar.
This one, stack it up. Does it like it is. Got them switching gears, new Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags. I ain't lying. Money multiplying, call it rocket science. I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing let money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow. I'll be better off from selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I'm buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikTok, so my new wristwatch. Hit the Vegas crypto meter. Hello, nice to meet ya. Shower DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man, the next night. I'm on party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the moon? It's amusing when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, got them choosing. Which one? Bag it up. This one, man, bag it up.
Y'all just had some bars dropped on that ass this morning, huh? Know what the hell you hold. Let's stay in control. Let's keep it going. Okay, breaking. Robinhood and Coinbase stocks fall 7.8% and 6.5% as Congress delayed talks on crypto market structure bill. Manipulation. Oh, they know. They know. We just got to showing you that they know. Facts. Out now, new Smoke and Maximus. Shouts out to my man Smoke and Max. They got something going on. Make sure you guys go check it out. They're watching XRP closely. BlackRock is watching. That's what we just got to talk. They know. They know. They're watching closely, baby. It's documented right here, all up in here. BlackRock brought up the example to the SEC, suing Ripple and its executives over sales of XRP. You go into there, it reads more. You can go to this part right here. It says, but why the file the application now? Largely lost this lawsuit against Ripple, where SEC argued Ripple's XRP token is security, but it wasn't. The SEC lost. BlackRock keeps talking about it. They know. They all know. Damn it. Do you know what you hold? Okay, let's keep it going. Are we there yet? No. Will we get there? Hell yeah. And they know that. That's a fact. Enjoy and trust the process, baby. People tend to see the same thing differently. See, these are all the max, all the people just, I wouldn't say the max, but these are people out there, I'm not rich yet. Something's wrong. I don't understand what's happening. Huh? You're just sitting on the wrong side of the damn bus looking at the doggone gloomy ass wall. Huh? Because it's not happening the way I want it to happen. This guy over here looking at the sunshine said, man, everything's about to change. Everything's about to change. I get it. Hi, X-Lloyd. Shouts out to my man Sly Fox in the house. Good to see my brother. Huh? Sly, call me, man. I was supposed to call you yesterday. My mind just got, like, that's why I was late to the damn show. I getting ready to go live at 12, sitting here at the computer, and all of a sudden it was like, ding dong. And I had like all these packages. I ordered all kinds of crap for this car. Oh, God. It's floor mats and all kinds of junk. So that's put me about 10 minutes late. But yeah, call me after the show, Sly. I'm going to go open these packages. So call me like about 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Okay, where we at? I got to get the hell out of here. Are we there yet? No. Are we going to get there? Hell yeah. Okay, interesting points on Crypto Rich. Crypto Rich. Now, I got a couple things I'm going to put out to you guys. And I'm not saying everything through here, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Shouts to the Crypto Well for putting this out. Okay. Most people don't get rich in crypto because they treat it like a casino. Facts on facts on facts. I need to hit it quick. Stop it. Wells treat it like a multi-year strategy. Facts. Here's how I don't know if he's rich or not, but and other big players actually approach this game. Okay, I'm going to read through it and I'll tell you if I disagree with something. Read this if you want to survive more than one cycle, okay? Read by the gentleman here, okay. Number 2, rule 1. Think in cycles, not days. Crypto runs in brutal boom/bust cycles. Retail obsessed with, it says retail, obsessed with daily candles. Whales obsessed with where we are in the multi-year cycle, macro, liquidity, narratives, regulation. Your edge equals zoom out. That's okay. I'm with that. Rule 2, your biggest wins come from boring accumulation. Facts. DCA, baby. Most life-changing gains don't come from 100x memes. That is a freaking fact. That is a free. Now, I'm not going to say I haven't been a part of memes where, you put in 1,000, look up, and it's like, because I got in the Shiba kind of early, look up, put one number in and look up, and damn things like hundreds of thousands. But, and then there's a whole profit strategy, and that's a whole other damn conversation. But, yeah, that typically is not the case. They come from quietly stacking. Okay, he put BTC and ETH, XRP, whatever it is, in ugly sideways markets, whatever. I'm going to say whatever coin you're bullish on. I'm not going to say Bitcoin and ETH because that's sending the wrong narrative message right now, especially with how high it is. So it says quietly stacking the crypto you're excited about, for me, utility coins, in ugly sideways markets, owning a few high conviction alt positions. Boredom builds wealth, FOMO destroys it. That is boredom builds wealth. I just talked about this other day. By being patient. Boredom builds wealth. FOMO destroys it. That's a fact. Damn, that's a fact. Okay, I'm with that one. Rule number 3, stop trying to long the top, short the bottom. What have I been saying about that? It's ridiculous. Stop. This is how many people I know ended up being in this damn video right here, which is, I'm not going to look for it, but dang, what's it called? DANG. Oh, God. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, like, this is a bar. And I love the fact that it's coming from somebody else. Stop trying to long the top and short the bottom. You don't need the exact bottom or top. Whale scale. In slowly when blood is on the streets. Out slowly when your barber starts giving crypto tips. Precision. Damn, that's crazy. Precision is for egos. Trend is for profits. What's so funny about this? And shouts out to my to my barber Sergio, because that's so on point. When your barber start talking about it, like, my barber was talking real bullish, but to his credit, he was actually talking about it at 50 cents. But that's crazy. When you start hearing the masses talk about it, it's like, yeah, that's a good point. Okay. When your barber starts giving crypto tips, precision is for egos, trend is for profits. Okay, number 4, narratives print money. Each cycle has dominant narratives. L1s, L2s, DeFi, NFTs, GameFi, real-world assets, AI, restaking, whatever's next. Whales front-run narratives by watching dev activity, funding ecosystem growth, regulatory shifts. Okay. Rule 5, on-chain opinions. CT is loud. On-chain is quiet but honest. Look at action addresses, liquidity depth, holder distribution, smart money flows. When influencers talk about on-chain flows, disagree. I trust the chain. Okay. Risk management is your real alpha. Most degens fail not from bad picks, but from bad sizing. Principles. Never all in, never all out. Facts. Facts. Never all in. Don't over leverage yourself. Never all in, never all the hell out. That's why you have so many people. I can't remember who. Dr. Stevenson was actually talking about on one of her shows how people were contacting her saying, man, I got to sell XRP because they just went too, like, if you got to make a life-altering decision based off your investment, there's something wrong. You did something wrong. You went all in too quick or something. Yet my best strategy till this date has been HODL DC. Yeah, facts. Guys, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Thank you so much, my man. Beekeeper69 in the house. Okay, never all in, never all out. Define max loss per trade, 1 to 3% of portfolio. Separate, because how aggressive you are, right? In your knowledge and all that stuff, how long you've been in. Separate long-term bag versus trading stack, survival compounds. What? Bars. That's a bar. I got that long-term thing, but hey, take a little, shave a little bit off, go do a little, I know how to have fun. Trust me, ask my wife. Oh, Lord. Okay, rule 7. Stablecoins are a weapon, not a weakness. Holding stablecoins, paper-handed. Whales rotate into stables when risk-reward is bad. Okay, so this is kind of part of what I talk about when I say the 70, 20, 10 dollar cost average in, 25, 25, $50 cost average out. When I talk about dollar cost average out, it's very much this, which is you're not dollar cost averaging out to necessarily or not to necessarily buy something, but I think there should be a thing. So if you dollar cost average out, then you can take a little bit off of that, right? If you're in a profit with the 25, 25, 50, that means you should have been profitable. As you take that 25, 25, 50 out, again, this is not financial advice, obviously you're using them for life, this vacation, whatever car, whatever you want to do. And then the other part is sitting in stables ready to re-enter so that you could do the 25-20, I'm sorry, the 70-20 $10 cost average with the risk in, risk out. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Rotate into stables when risk reward is bad. Okay. Use stables to buy panic. Facts. Dry powder is how you buy fear instead of becoming it. I like that one. Rule 8, don't ignore regulation and macro. Retail pretends it's just vibes. Wells track. Interest rates and liquidity, ETF, EPT news, institutional adoption, legal actions, and policy changes. Crypto doesn't live in a vacuum. It's plugged into the real world now. Bars. That's a bar. Come on, bro. Who? God dang, I swear, I got to figure out how to get scam calls off my phone. Okay, rule number 9. Security is part of your profit and loss P&L. Losing funds to hacks or scams, negative 100% trade. Baseline, hardware wallets are serious size. Never sign random transactions. Fine, that's a fact. Treat every link / airdrop as hostile until proven safe. Wow. I know some people who've gotten jacked from that. That's a fact. Your is an investment. Your OPSEC is an investment, not a chore. Okay, not sure what that OPC OPSEC. Okay, rule number 10. You are not late unless you're okay. I like this. You are not late unless you stop learning. Crypto is still early on a multi-decade curve, and that's a fact. And we just talked about this yesterday. I mentioned it again yesterday in some streams before. You're not late. I don't think people. I think where a lot of people are going to fail is comparison. Okay. Now, if you're somebody like Michael Saylor or some of these other big guys, and you can buy Bitcoin, like if you got millions or maybe even billions, even millions, I would say, then yeah, I can see dollar cost averaging to various assets, and people may even say, hey, dollar cost averaging to Ethereum and Bitcoin. If you believe it's going to go to these certain numbers, hey, God bless you. But for the average Joe, right, you're not there. But in the same aspect, you got to understand that mindset of what people got through to get to that 100,000 or that where we're at now, 90,000, whatever the hell it is. So when you're looking at $2, stop looking back at, oh my God, a year ago it was at 50 cents. Okay, if your ass didn't take part then that's fine. Do you know there's a lot of people that didn't get Bitcoin at 4 cents or 50 cents or $10 or $20 or $100 or $500? But they got it at 1,000 or 35, and they are freaking rich. So stop worrying about what you miss and start focusing on positioning yourself accordingly without comparing yourself to what other people did. If you hear somebody goes, I got 1 million XRP or 20, I don't. In some of these chats I've been in, some of these high-end circles, you hear about little old ladies, man. And no disrespect to them, but like who have 20 million XRP. Crazy stuff. I'm like, what? This is not common, but you get in those rooms like, oh, this guy bought this much. And I'm like, what? So, but I'm not going to compare myself because I don't need that much. Do you need that? I mean, I'm just saying not that it would be a bad thing, but you get in where you fit in. Because if some of these things, are true based off of so many brilliant people, including Brad, including David Schwartz, it can't be cheap, including President Trump, who put it on Truth Social, including all your favorite, whoever, that you're connected to and influenced by are telling you, and the partnerships and everything that's in place, guys, if that's the case, then, $2 is a steal. Not financial advice. I'm just saying, am I right or am I right? Would a $2 Bitcoin or $10 Bitcoin, even a $100 Bitcoin, would that be a steal right now? $1,000 Bitcoin? Steal. But it was 4 cents. Still, because see, you could say that now that you see it at 90, or you knew it hit 126. The mindset, bro, like people are so reactive rather than proactive. Well, reactively, yes, I would have sold whatever to buy Bitcoin at $1,000. Okay, that's easy to say now. But why don't you have that same type of fire in you about something that was created by 3 of the developers of Bitcoin to be better in every way? Oh no, because there's no vision. Everybody wants it. Now I want to see it. All right, let's move on. You're not late unless you stop learning. Crypto is still early on a multi-decade curve. You're late only if you refuse to study, DYOR. You blindly copy influencers. We just talked about that. You treat this like a lottery ticket. Edge comes from curiosity and discipline. Come on now. How I'd structure a portfolio as a non-whale, not financial advice. Not financial advice. Just read what he's saying. Core, 50-70% beat. Okay, no, hell no. I'm just on Vegas today. High conviction alts, 20 to 40. Okay, so he has some different probably views than I got. I'm into the 20-70-10 based off of where certain things are at. But cash stables, okay. Adjust based on risk tolerance, but avoid owning 30 random coins you don't understand. And that's a fact. Because I do believe in that part, what he said right there. Because I remember when I got in, like I said, my first initial, but like you have to learn. I didn't have nobody like me keeping it a buck. Matter of fact, back when I got in, there wasn't a lot of these guys out there. There were just a lot of clowns. There were some cool people that I some guys that I saw that had made like 5 million, made some million. I thought, ooh, okay, that guy knows. I could throw their names out there, but I'm not going to. That were actually on point. And you could just tell they cared. I'll throw one of them, old boy from Coinmetric, Ian. I really liked Ian when I first got in. Or not when I first got in, but when I started looking for, instead of the whole thing of what I was doing with trading and everything, I started, okay, let me figure this out, from a different perspective. But, yeah, man, this part right here, because what happens is you buy everything that's shiny, or someone comes, I saw something, I'm not going to say the coin, it'll piss people off, but, oh my God, they got this. Oh my God, they got to deal with this. Oh my God, they got something going on with this and that. And it's like, bruh, come on, man. Like, first of all, you really need to dig into that, because anybody can carry this and that. Anybody can say I'm partnered with that. Anybody can say I could do, look, I've been around this going on 9 years now. And I've seen people with more partnerships that probably been paid for somehow through some kind of agreement backdoor that are no longer here. Oh, we're partnering with oh, damn, that's going to be big. Gone. So do your research. He's saying it right here. Do your research. He said it up here. Where's that? Do your own research. Don't follow influence, man. Come on. Some of these guys, I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why, and I'm not trying to put myself out. I know me. I know me, and that's why you'll see people who I've known for 15, 20, 30, 40 years in my chat. God, you know what? I tell you who I am. I am me. James McFadden, 68J. My wife is this. My daughter's over here. My son-in-law plays for the Bears. My cousin Darren McFadden. Like, I don't got to, I'm open book. But some of these guys that used to know, what they said, okay, but they were working at Chuck E. Cheese 2 years ago. What are you talking about? Don't be blind. The blind fall in the. Okay, let's move on. Enough of that crap. Let's move on. You don't get it now? You don't get it. Sorry. God bless you. All right. Adjust based on risk. So, and here's another part of that. So, guys, they say a master of too many things becomes a master of nothing. A master of too many things becomes a master of nothing. You don't need everything that's shiny. Just need, especially right now. 2017 hype. Well, you could have made a lot of money in that hype cycle. 2021 speculative. You could have made a lot of money with the speculation. Oh, we got partnership. 2025 or where we're at now, because 2025 was kind of like whatever, but 2026 and beyond, utility, baby. And I say it started really, in my opinion, it started prior to 25. Obviously we had all that crap going on with the last administration, but yeah, utility is where it's at, because even though you didn't see a lot in 25, a lot was happening in 25. Facts. Okay, action plan for the next 12 to 24 months. I agree with that. Pick your core asset and stick with them. Bar. Study 1 or 2 narratives deeply instead of chasing 10. Hell yeah. That's it. Like, look, man, I'm only responsible for me. And there's a lot of what I can't say here that I say off here about how I really feel. You think that coffee's hyped right now? Try to get into those conversations with me and Mike, me and Sly Fox, me and a crypto OG, or me and my long time dogs, right? John Singh and all that. Come on now. Different conversation. But at the end of the day, man, look. Oh, Lord. Pick your core assets and stick with them. Study 1 or 2 narratives deeply instead of chasing 10. Master too many things, become a master of nothing. You look up, like, wait a minute, it's 2030. What happened? I mean, I'm kind of rich, but I ain't rich. I mean, I'm kind of there, but I ain't got there. Build a DCA schedule and respect it. Keep cash ready for true panic events. Consistency, ingenious, okay? If this helped, okay. So that was that part. Oh, so I thought that was pretty informative. And this is what I say. This was the thumbnail. Can I become a crypto millionaire? Hell yeah. You got to do certain things to get there. That's a fact. It's not just a roll of dice. It's not okay. So you got rich in crypto. Now what? And this is kind of shortened to the point. So you just got rich in crypto. First rule: don't talk. Clear your debts. I agree with that part. Handle your taxes before they handle you. Facts on facts on facts. You know, there's a lot of people out there talking about, you know, things you can put in place like LLCs and things like that. Lock the money somewhere safe. No dumb impulse buys. Okay. I'm not going to say because I've been a collector for a while with cars and stuff like that. Take a breath. Take a breath. Think and plan. That's a fact. That's all me and my wife talk about and do. Cover your short-term needs. Okay. I can't say I need everything I get, but damn it, still fun. Hire a real estate lawyer and a wealth manager. There's some people out there offering that. You just got to do your research. I'm not here to co-sign on nothing because I can't take responsibility for anything. But I definitely I'm connected with and I support who I'm with right now, which is Caleb Brown. And you guys have seen that. It's on my chat. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go over to my Crypto for Life page and you'll see somewhere in here we had right here, Caleb Brown. So if you guys want to know who these guys are, that's my actual personal broker. You get your own personal broker. There's no minimums. You can start it with $100. Can you imagine open up a institutional grade custody wallet and then having your own broker that when you want to ask questions or talk to, man, priceless. And secured by, who is it? Oh my God, it's been a minute since I've, Fireblocks. So same people that Ripple and other big players use. Okay, all right. So let's move on. Okay, so it's all there. All right, let's keep it going. So Jeffy Dominant in the house, good to see you. Get Invisible Engine. White Blackwell, I like it. Research the risk way. Yeah, I like it. A lot of great information being put out here. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, let's keep it going. Take a breath. Think and plan. Covered. Okay, get rich easy. Stay rich. Stay in rich. Getting rich is easy. I don't know about if it's easy, but staying rich is the game. Facts. And learn how money works. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Okay, where we at? Damn, over an hour and 20 minutes already. Sheesh. Okay, crypto fear and greed index shifts to greed at 61 for the first time since October's crash. Disagreed completely. What is this? Pass. Okay, I'm not getting it. This is a little thing where they were talking about will the bill get passed, and you guys can go read that. CoinMarketCap says Ripple is providing $150 million in financing to LAMAX Group, LMAX Group, as part of a multi-year partnership that will integrate the RLUSD stablecoin across institutional trading infrastructure. Learn more about that. Let's see. Current XRP ETFs are just warm-ups for what's soon to come, and I do agree with from the big boys, and I agree with that. Chad puts out, it's only been 2 months since the first XRP ETF launch, and it was staggered. Most launch later, facts. But here we are, 800 million XRP taken. Understand that this is the warm-up. These are only the starting funds. I agree with that. The big boys didn't even hear yet. More are coming. The market is just trying it out. Big money is still coming, facts. The massive amounts of capital has not even started yet, which is a lot of kind of going back, correlating with what Dr. Stevens was talking about. They know they're going to get there. It's going to happen when they're ready. The ETFs are a gateway. It all starts now. I like that. Shouts out to Chad for that one. This is Brian Armstrong saying banks are trying to kill. This was one of the things that you guys heard about him pulling out. Coinbase, Brian Armstrong's CEO Brian Armstrong says banks are trying to kill competition under the current Crypto Clarity Act. Let's check it out.
Well, I think the high-level principle here is that we can't really have banks come in and try to kill their competition at the expense of the American consumer, right? People in America should be able to earn more money on their money. I think stablecoins are an opportunity for banks. They should be able to build great product lines with this. It's an opportunity for crypto companies. Congress and the laws that get passed, they should really create a level playing field and say, this is allowed, this is not allowed. Now, all American companies, go compete, try to build the best products and services.
They want to control the monopoly, man. These dudes is too much money. They'll do anything for that money and for the position they're in, the monopoly they have. That's what's happening. That's why he doesn't agree with it.
That's great. What's not great is if the banks can put their thumb on the scale to try to kill some of their competition, and they only pay about, 14 basis points on the average savings account.
Trying to kill their competition, rigged from the start. They talk all about it. That attack against Ripple wasn't just Gary. Gary was a puppet. Elizabeth was a puppet master who was being controlled by a bigger puppet master, the banking cartel. Come on, stop it. You already know the truth. If you don't, go watch Rick from the start.
Consumers should be able to earn 3.8% on their stablecoin rewards. And so we're going to keep fighting for our customers' rights and the 52 million Americans who use crypto every day.
I mean, what would you say to the argument that banks have put forward that
Wish you would have had that same type of gumption, that same type of, strength when the SEC came out the Ripple and he was like, deuces. Oh, everybody try to be tough when it's easy to be tough. Just let me stop. Good Lord.
because of the role they play in the economy, the loans that they make, if they do wind up seeing billions of dollars, as some have estimated would happen going from banks to stablecoin, they say that could have a big impact on the economy. What's your response to that?
Yeah, well, banks don't have a monopoly on lending money. Actually, crypto is doing quite well in this area as well, and crypto is a technology to update all parts of the financial system, whether it's lending, capital formation, et cetera. So I think banks do play an important role in the economy and making these loans. Crypto should be allowed to do similar types of activity. We're not engaged in fractional reserve lending. That's an important point, by the way, because the bank license, what that really allows you to do is fractional reserve. The banks don't have all of your money there. That's why there's so much oversight and you can have these runs on the bank. Stablecoins have 100% reserve, right? And they're all the assets now post-Genius are held in this short-term US treasuries. So in my view, it's actually a safer place to store your money, and crypto companies should be allowed to compete and offer loans just like banks.
I concur. 1,000%. Okay, what is this here? Loss in yesterday's disappointing postponement news is loss in yesterday's disappointing postponement news is the fact that Senate banking Democrats were prepared to vote unanimously against a bipartisan bill that included so many concessions to them that it ultimately cost industry support. Bad faith. I'm not gonna get into this. I mean, what Bank of America says up to $6 trillion. Bank of America says up to $6 trillion could migrate from U.S. banking systems into stablecoins if interest-bearing stablecoins are allowed. Okay, you see what they're trying to do? $6 trillion? Oh hell no! Come on now. Interactive Brokers plans to roll out Ripple and PayPal stablecoins next week. That's huge. It's slowly and all at once. U.S. Senate will restart Bitcoin and crypto market structure clarity discussions tomorrow, which is today. See how that plays out. What else we got up in here? Quick microwavable results? No. Life-changing generational results? Yes. Lock the hell in. That's a fact. I think we're going to get up out of here with that, guys. Okay, let's get out of here. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys in a major way. Let's get up out of here. Let's give some recognition to the greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. That be you. Jeffrey Dahmer's in the house. Good to see my brother X Lloyd. What's up, my man? Pots and Pants. X Lloyd in the house. That's my dog. Beekeeper69. What's up, my brother? Tiffany Serrano. Shouts out Tiffany and Gabe. Sly. Call me after the show. I said 15 minutes. I got to go check some pack. Maybe like 2:30. Call me like 45 minutes, Sly, for real. Who else we got up in here? I need to come off my coffee high, too. I need to calm down a little bit. Jeanette Lopez. That's my sexy baby. Jeanette Lopez in the house. Jeanette McFadden. I'm confusing Janet Lopez, mother-in-law, Jeanette McFadden, my queen. my brain, that coffee's kicking in that damn 100 pumps of, what's that called? What's that stuff they put in there? That liquid stuff? God, what is that stuff called? Liquid crack? I can't think of it. They put in coffee. What's that stuff they put in? I can't think of it. I know they put a lot in. That's probably I can't remember. Okay, Davis from Vegas in the house. Yo, I made it, my man. Good to see you. Hey, brother. How can we get info about the XRP meetup? It's matter of fact. So it's a long story, but one of my partners I think is out of the country. That's going to be doing it with me this year. So we got a meeting set up this Wednesday coming up. So this Wednesday coming up, we'll be talking about it. And I hope soon because we got a casino supposed to be behind us and all kinds of stuff. So everything is there, but we just got to get everything locked in. Wednesday we have a meeting about it. So hopefully soon, my brother. Trust me, sooner than later is better. Okay, Real Canal Live, good to see you, my brother. Ness Force, that's my man, Possum Pest. Ness Force in the house. We got Bullish Bird. Thanks for helping out there, Ness Force, with answering that question. Mel Wills in the house. Bullish Bird, good to see you, brother. Rosie the Dog 1, trying to get bullish on BC. Shouts out, Rosie. Rosie the Dog's in the house. Rosie the Dog's in the house. Who else we got up in here? DCA Crypto Dave up in here. My mother, there it is. Janet Lopez. I was saying things faster than I can say. Janet Lopez, good to see you, moms. My Brooklyn sister, Big Bro 10 in the house. What's up, Big Bro 10? In the house. The Art of Catching. What do you think about? Shouts out the Art of Catching, Sui. Go on our Telegram and reach out. Maybe Nesforce can answer that. DCA Crypto Day, Nest Force. Who else? Anybody else in here? Shouts out to my sister-in-law, Erica Garcia. Shouts out to the Garcia fam, Paul and Laz. Z-Gold Score 10. Samson of LA in the house. Good to see you, Samson of LA in the house. X-Lord, my dog. Ivan Hernandez. What's up, Ivan Hernandez? O'Brien Moss. What's up, family? Me familiar. Real Canal Life. See, Marvin Davis. What's up, Marvin? Shouts out to my man Jay Henry, probably out down the road doing his dizzle, doing his thing. Okay, who else? Charles Can't Lie. What's up, Charles Can't Lie? Good to see my brother. Guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all your incredible support. I'm not sure. Typically, I don't go live on Saturdays, but since I missed some days this week, I might. I'm going to see how I feel today, and if I can spark something up, maybe we'll go live tomorrow. But until next time, it's your boy James, a.k.a. 68J. Love you guys. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. Yeah!